Along with the business, Agents of Sabotage brings a bunch of different updates and changes. I'm going to cover most of the big ones, and I'll link a full list of all the little changes that go along with it. Along with the business itself, we get 4 new Terrorbyte upgrades. Most people already know about these. We get Master Control Terminal, where you can access most of your businesses from the Terrorbyte itself. A collectible scanner, which would be useful if we didn't have internet access. You can look up guides and maps for this type of thing. Silent running, which hides the Terrorbyte. I haven't tried this out, but from what I've seen, this only works while it's parked. Not sure how useful that's going to be. And a missile lock-on jammer for the Terrorbyte. That's pretty cool, but it's already one of the most armored vehicles in the game. The Garment Factory basement has a exit door where you can fast travel to a few different locations around the map. Most of these are pretty useless and put you in some pretty strange locations. You can also travel back to the Garment Factory. This cannot be used during missions. New dispatch work missions have been added while you're using your personal police vehicle. We have 6 new vehicles added. The Bravado Banshee GTS, which has a special works upgrade on next gen. Dinka Jester RR Widebody, don't buy this. The Dinka Chavos / Karen Chavos, it's a car. Canis Terminus Patrol and Vapid Car Patrol, both are pretty cool. And the Police Predator, which is pretty useless. Here is a list of vehicles that have returned. These are all vehicles that were removed from the website stores. All of these also have received a missile lock-on jammer upgrade that you can get from the agency workshop. Also, here is a list of 50 vehicles that have had lock-on jammers added to their capabilities. The L. Strickler rifle will be made available for general purpose later. Base payout for both drag and drift races have been permanently increased. More than 100 pieces of male and female clothing have been added, and 1 male and female hairstyle have been added. Owned law enforcement vehicles can now activate emergency lighting independent from sirens. First, turn on your sirens, then hold the button to turn the sirens off, but leave the lights on. When launching certain missions, we'll apply a unit of body armor. The trick for keeping your popularity up in the nightclub has been fixed. You can no longer enter in passive mode and get the easy missions. Whether in passive mode or not, you'll still have the same likelihood as to what missions you'll get. And if you're in passive mode, you cannot begin the mission. The bright side of this, the VIPs are harder to spook while driving. Lastly, we're going to go over a few fixes. There are a ton of these, but I just grabbed a few that stuck out to me. Firstly, they fixed the glitch where you could get stuck inside the Bell Office holding cell. Personally, I think this is pretty lame. I enjoyed trying to do this to myself, and it was super easy to get out. They fixed the broken camera in drift vehicles. A few of them weren't working correctly. They fixed an issue where you'd be kicked from the session if you took too long while modifying a vehicle. This is a nice touch. This one is very trivial, but it meant a lot to a lot of people. The yellow pylons up north on the highway didn't function like they used to, and now if you walk or drive over them slowly, they'll bend and pop back up like they're supposed to, instead of just breaking away immediately. They fixed an issue where players' preferred default action choices were not persisting. This has been annoying me for a while. Every time you go do an action, either you don't have one or it's a completely different one. They fixed an issue where the mechanic would deliver a player vehicle while on Elysian Island, where it would be across the water and do you absolutely no good. These last two are massive to me personally. This is something that drives me up the fucking wall constantly. Fixed an issue that resulted in weapons that had been hidden via the gun locker appearing during missions, and fixed an issue resulting in custom gun locker loadouts being overridden when collecting dropped weapons. Every single time I'm doing a mission, my weapon changes to some shitty little pistol that I don't even have in my loadout, and I get my ass kicked because I can't even hit him anymore. Thank you, Rockstar. And thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, a like or subscribe is a great way to help me back, and I can help you again when I put out more of these videos. Hail yourself.